Physical check complete. Memory check complete. Maintenance mode complete. Yorha Unit 9S. Activate. Good morning, 9S.
Am I...
Analysis. The enemy structural unit collapsed during battle. Unit 9S suffered damage from the fall and was placed in emergency suspend mode. Fall location was deemed too dangerous, thus said unit was transported to current location. All system checks and reactivation complete.
Operator.
Operator Model 210 is deceased. Black box signal not found.
Oh.
Well, there you go. Okay. So that's
Situation
not where
report.
the
Tower access
throwdown is
authentication
gonna
key
happen.
acquired.
Alright.
The required
Have I
number
ever
of
been here
authentication
before?
keys have been acquired. The tower is now open for investigation.
Good.
It looks like this entire area has kind of changed. Oh, I'm all the way back here. I thought I was in... Oh yeah, this is the entrance to the theme park, but like all this... Okay, I think I'm just tripping right now. Oh yeah, there's no way to get, like, to there from here now. Is there? Can I go this way? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through the sewers, though. Do I want to do that? I mean, is that... That's still operational. All the way, all of that is still operational. I mean, I guess I could go through here right quick. It's not too big of a hassle. Or is it too big of a hassle? This is already like kind of a maze. Well, I'm going to the center anyway, so I mean, I guess... So the big battle between 9S and A2 is not going to occur in the God Box. In fact, I still didn't really get a reason why they called it the God Box. I mean, I did kind of draw my own conclusions about why they were called Meat Box and Soul Box, respectively, before we got to the God Box. Didn't really see a reason for that, though. The only thing we found was our old operator up there. And yeah, that wasn't too painful to get through. Okay. So time to enter the large structure in the middle at last. This has been a long time coming. I think this is going to be... This is going to be the final area of the game. I can't see how it's not going to be, so... Let's see what we got. Is it going to be all sassy with me when I try to present the keys? Maybe. Come on, I got the keys. Oh wait, I have to do like the, I have to do the 3 smaller ones, that's right. Shut up! Oh, come on.
But locks on each sub-unit must be deactivated before accessing the main tower. Have a great day.
You have a great day too when I burn this whole thing to the ground. Oh, I just pressed R2. Alright, now we blow it up, right? It looks like it's not really gonna fight back, at least not initially. The ones after this might fight back. Still under a time limit as well. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, that's gonna be the main one. There we go. Okay. Number 1 down. 2 more to go. This is gonna be right here. Well, let's see if it's gonna actually fight back this time. Yeah, what is this? I guess I just have to make my way through this. 10 seconds. We'll be fine, man. Kinda panicked there for a bit, but no. We got it, no problem. That is 2 down. And 1 more to go. Looks like they're... I wonder if that's significant how different they look. Like those are a bit thicker, and this one goes like all the way up. Probably not. I'm starting to be like the philosopher or the English teacher where I'm looking for meaning where there really isn't any. You're just looking for too hard. Okay, so do I have to kill these things or can I just kind of like blitz to the end? Yeah, I can just blitz to the end. There we go. Alright, time for the big one.
Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the sub-units. That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower.
Special prize, huh? Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Alert. Enemy caution level rising. Cause is most likely concern over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Oh, if you guys want to protect it now. A little too late, too late. A little too late. Plus, you guys are weaklings anyway. You don't stand a chance against me. In fact, if I really wanted to, I could just hack you guys and be over with it.
Damn it!
I want you to go in the most painful... Oh, crap. Well, that might be more
Alert.
problematic.
Allied signal detected.
Oh, I have to do it all in one go. Yikes. Oh, you two.
Wait, you?
9S, we've been expecting you. The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
Alrighty then, if you can help out, hey, I'm down for it. I wonder if they're helping me out just because I did the side quest.
What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
Well, I didn't think you two would have, like, any real significance to the plot, but... Hey, I'll take the help. Nah, I don't think they'd lock this behind a side quest. Boy, longest hack job in the game. Those two are quite capable, though. I mean, as capable as an AI can be. Right, looks like we have got it. Oh, we still have to do the minigame, don't I? Okay, no timer, so we got that going for us, which is nice. But what else is going to await us? Oh yeah, I better not die here and get booted out. That would suck. Okay, it's gonna be hard. I'm behind you two. Okay, well, not exactly. Okay, so the cores are gonna fight back now. Ah! Crap. Took a pot shot. Okay, one more. Let's approach it from the angle where I won't get hit. And there we go. Oh, that was just one. It's gonna be one of those multi-segment things. Okay.
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit the self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That's almost as bad as not going in at all!
Did I overload his self-consciousness?
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Popola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing
Enough!
algorithm!
Devola and I, we have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devola! Right.
Devola!
I hope you don't regret this.
So that's it for those two. You know, I wasn't particularly attached to those two, but... Just seems everyone's gonna die in this one. Again, you know, it's gonna be my biggest reservation about this game. If it's a... and they all died the end type of plot. Alert. Data records discovered for units Devola and Popola. Do you wish to open this data now? Okay. Why not? Seems like that might be important, seeing as it has sacrificed themselves for me. Or at least one of them did. A dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go, after all. Because our models, the Devola and Popola models, are defective. Record. Transitions in the project's initial phase. When first we woke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls. They issued us a single order. Function as observers of Project Gestalt. This is the sole mission of the twin Devola and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a spike in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yet, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair. We shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time they would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Ah, watch out. Devola staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurried to her side and sighed with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis. Guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on, we have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sand gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still, I'll be quick. Devola grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock, as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Devola's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, I check the circuit to see... Oh, this is like a visual novel. Okay. I was about to say, this is kind of reading like a visual novel. This is kind of strange. Check the circuitry to see if it can be repaired. Seems to be the better option. As expected, wiring in the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors as well as some tools. None of which is easy to find in a desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devola. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worry show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. That's all I can do until I get the proper materials. Well, that's going to be a tall order, considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologizing. We both apologize while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny in a way, such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devola's sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister, the replicants will hear. Pfft, they wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Devola crosses her legs and scowls. The black scroll took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. The black scroll. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump, just a little but enough for her to notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay, I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fail... Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black scroll was raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast. Like a wind. Popola and I would go to the observation room and act as if it was all okay. We'd talk to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world. But at night we'd just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I replied softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're no use ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devola and Popola models from another town. The wind rubs my cheeks, the sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devola loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left. And yet she continues to smile. Also, I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it. But then she smiled and all that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I had seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's end. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of Devola and Popola models from another town. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find, and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was as unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devola and Popola models who had snuffed out humanity. It started small. A few offhanded remarks, the occasional glance. But even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, the weight eventually becomes a boulder. Emotions boiled over. Remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. That was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn. We endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution, but in one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister Devola met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet. And though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed, everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis, there's nothing we can do. But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devola and I left town that same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop, it was going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little, anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are, and that Devola and Popola were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devola being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devola. And for her, there's only one me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly. But that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devola? I'm alright as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together and try to retain heat. It's cold now. Much worse than the searing heat of midday. But we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert. A new camp. If we can just get there, I can finally fix Devola's leg. And yet I wonder if there's anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and... touch Devola's cheek or support Devola's body. I guess this is the more intimate one. These two seem to be quite intimate. The rain flows down her cheeks like tears. I reach over and gently wipe it away. She smiles but seems surprised. There's no point in doing that, you know, she whimpers. Or whispers. But there is, because I swore to myself that I would stay with her forever. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. The failure to manage the area resulted in a collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future android production designs. Following the incident, the Devola and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt.
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devola and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative. Query: why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.